YouTube, Christopher, how's it going? It's been a bit. Got a good one. We got the brand spanking new Latitude Guitars. This is the Cardinal Headless model. This one is in natural ash finish. This is a pretty spectacular guitar for what you're paying. It's got stainless steel frets. It's got diamond inlays. It's got a rosewood fretboard. Solid ash body. Not sure how many pieces. It looks like it's 2, maybe 3. I think it's 2. 2-piece body. Very nice. Very good build quality here. Very tight neck pocket. Awesome frets. The fret ends are all nice and rounded off. Not sure how well you'll see it in the video, but wonderfully rounded frets. Beautiful guitar. It's got a 0 fret. There's your nut with the strings going in it. This neck is made out of roasted maple and padauk. So you got padauk stripes, which padauk tends to be a bit porous, kind of like ash. So you can feel some of the wood grain in those stripes, but that's totally okay. It's supposed to kind of be that way. So there's your screws. You got no neck plate, so the screws go straight into these ferrules there. Nice little cutaway in the back, right? Make it a little more comfortable to play. Your jack is recessed in there. I have an angled cord going in there, so it kind of sticks straight down like that for me. Very good build quality. These bridges are very stable. Awesome little hardtail bridge. It has a little wrench in the side that you can use to tune. The wrench right now is missing from this one. I think it's in the case. But one thing that they added to this that I haven't seen on previous models is on the top of these guys are little slots. So you can take your Sweeeet Eddie Van Halen pick and just stick it right in the slot and use that to tune instead of worrying about this little wrench in the side. So if you lose the wrench, whatever, you got a pick right there. You can just turn it with that. Very cool little update on that bridge. We've got the truss rod adjustment right here at the heel. We've got 2 humbucker pickups. I think they're Alnicos or ceramic. I don't know. I really don't. I have no idea what kind of pickups they are. They sound okay. We're going to listen to them. We go to single volume. We got a single tone. No push-pulls, no push, pull, swipe, whatever, to make them splits. We got a 3-way toggle switch, so you got your bridge pickup in the down position. Middle is both pickups full. Up, just the neck pickup. Let's check out how this baby sounds. We're playing today through my Mesa Boogie TC100 head into my Marshall 412 cab. No pedals in between, just the cable going into the head. That's it. So let's hear it on the clean channel. We're going to start off on the bridge pickup. One thing I noticed right off the bat with this bridge pickup is that the high strings are much louder than the wound strings. So the plain strings are louder on this pickup than the wound strings. So might have to adjust the pulls, the adjustable pulls, bring those wound strings up a bit, maybe push the pulls in a little bit for the plain strings just to balance them out a little bit. I have not done that yet. This is straight out of the box. I haven't done any kind of setup. And the action straight out of the box is really good, I have to say. It's really good right out of the box. There's a couple of cons that I'll get to later on this, but for now, let's check out how it sounds. So here's the clean channel on the bridge pickup. See that? I just used my pick to fix a tuning. Nice and easy. Don't have to worry about the wrench anymore. That's pretty awesome. G string was a little bit sharp. I don't know if you'll be able to hear it through the video, but maybe you can, I'm not sure, but you'll hear when I get to the plain strings how much louder they get. It could be these strings, who knows. Like I said, straight out of the box, this is how it sounds. This is what you get right out of the box. Here's the middle position. Here's the neck. Pretty good clean. I personally would love to put a push-pull in there to split these guys, just to get some single coil tones out of this and make a nicer clean tone. Not that that's bad. I like it in the middle position, probably the best. All right, so now we're going to move up to the little bit heavier tones here, a little kind of bluesy gain. That's awesome. Being able to just tune it like that very quick. Again, this is right out of the box, so these strings haven't been broken in, so as I play, they're going to go out of tune. I apologize. Again, a little heavier tone. I call it my blues channel. It's a little heavy blues, but when I use a single coil, it sounds beautiful. That's the bridge pickup. Here's the middle. Here's the neck. is my heavier sound. That's a bridge pickup. Here's the middle. Neck. It's a pretty ripping guitar. Plays pretty good. Couple of things I want to talk about that I didn't quite like right out of the box. The fret board is not rolled over at all. So the edge of the wood here is kind of sharp. Not sharp, like it's not going to cut you, but you can feel the edge of that wood. And it's kind of aggressive. When you're playing down here, and you're playing like, you know, these kinds of chords where this fleshy part of your finger is against this wood, you can really feel it, and it's not quite that comfortable. It's an easy fix, you know, to do that properly. Just to round this out with some sandpaper or whatever, just tape off the edges of your frets so that they don't get hit, and just take a sanding sponge or whatever and just kind of go over it. I would anyway. The other thing that I didn't like right out of the box is this, and maybe you can hear it, but you can hear the string moving around on that 0 fret, and there's clearly a groove in the 0 fret that's causing that sound. What that is every time you bend the string, it's coming out of a little groove that it's made in the 0 fret and making that pinging sound. And the reason that's happening is this nut is cut very poorly. Not sure if that's going to focus well enough or not, but on the high strings especially, nah, it doesn't look like it's going to focus on me. But on the high strings, it's cut way too wide on the nut. So when you have a 0 fret, your nut is only there to prevent the strings from moving side to side. It doesn't control the height of the strings at all. That's what the 0 fret is doing. So the strings should clear the bottom of this nut. Like, it shouldn't touch the bottom of the nut. It can. It's not going to hurt if it does. But the real function of that nut is to keep the strings from moving side to side. That's the only purpose for them to be there. So if you cut the slot on the nut for the higher strings too wide, it allows them to move around, and you don't want that. So for the manufacturer, if they happen to be listening, Tom, have your guys cut these slots with the proper sized files. The low strings aren't bad, but the high strings are cut way too wide. You want to make sure that these get cut better in future versions of this guitar. I know there's a bunch out there now, but that's a good thing to look at when you get it. Might need replacing if that's going to bother you. It kind of bugs me. I would end up replacing this. Those two things are the biggest issues that I have, aside from this pickup having that volume issue. That's really it. This neck is pretty big. I'm surprised at how beefy it feels. It's a round C shape. Kind of flattens out, it feels like. It's comfy. If these had rounded out fretboard edges, this thing would be super comfortable. I like beefier necks. I can't say it's huge, okay? So if you like a huge neck, this isn't your neck. But if you're the guy that hates thin necks, this is definitely not thin. It's got some meat to it. I dig it a lot. This is a really, really good guitar for what you're paying. I think they're $389 new, which is ridiculous. You're getting a really high quality guitar for that money. Rosewood fretboard, stainless steel frets with rounded off edges. That right there is worth that price, to be perfectly honest. And I know a lot of people like to point that out as like this major amazing thing, and it kind of is. Try to get that on a Fender. You're looking at Fender Lux guitars that are well over $2,000 just because they have the stainless steel feature versus the Ultra. The only difference between the Ultra and the Ultra Lux is the stainless steel frets, and the price difference is pretty big. So for you to get stainless steel frets at $389 on a guitar that's built this well, this is a win. If you want a headless guitar, something that travels real easy, trust me, go on Amazon or go straight to latitudeguitars.com, I think it is, and buy one of these. You're not going to be sad about it. It's a really well-built guitar, very solid. Just a couple little issues on it that are very easily manageable. But definitely check it out. And if you haven't heard of Latitude Guitars, they're a brand new company based out of China. Tom, the guy that's running it, is an excellent dude. I've been talking with him online a lot. By the way, this is not a sponsored video. This guitar was purchased. It's actually not mine. It's my buddy Adam's guitar. Adam is actually working with Latitude Guitars in designing a lot of their things. I also have been talking with Latitude Guitars with some design stuff as well. None of my stuff is out there except for the logo. When you get this guitar, it ships with a little card. That's all me, bro. But yeah, this is a cool guitar, man. $389. Go check them out. You're not going to be sad. I dig it. You will too. See you guys in the next one. Peace!